The reason I'm late here is because I was going to make some French fries, my tradition of that. But right now we are ready to go. All right, you're looking live here in the Oakland Coliseum. As today's opening day, we are at opening day for the Champions League. 102 straight days of simulation and then the playoffs. This will take us into next October. It'll be all the World Series champions plus 2 wild cards. All the World Series champions since 1969 plus 2 wild cards. And these will be our game of the day. Our game of the days are just basically this game with other games in the background. Our website, which I will put in the description, will have all the rosters and stats and everything you want from it. Anything you want. And what we have right now is we have a link just for Media Day. As we're about ready to go, the wind is blowing right to left at 4 miles an hour. Last year, the Orioles were miracles. But that was funny. They were 19-5 at home. Remember that last time that they played, the first season, you only played 49 games, not 102. And when you played 49 games, it was half at home, half on the road, and you had one more, either home or the road. And the Baltimore Orioles last year, they went 19-5 at home, but 12-13 on the road. They were 5th out of 50 teams. And they went through the playoffs having home field advantage every single round because you reseed after every round, and they ended up winning the game. Really good. That was incredible. The whole thing. They were down in the group stage, which we don't have this year. They had to score 6 runs in 1 inning, and they did it. Then they had to score 3 runs later on in that game to even tie, and they ended up winning that game. It was one of the most unbelievable things I've ever seen. And then they went on to the playoffs. The series is they beat the Astros in 6 games. They beat the Washington Senators on a Game 7 walk-off home run by Boog Powell after being down 3-2 with Frank Robinson on first. And then they hit a home run. And then, what happened then? Oh, I got those fries burning. You know that they're burning because that's just the way things are going. And then after that, they went to the championship game. They went to Game 7 in their last 3. Taking a look at the starting lineup, you have Buford, the DH. There are all DHs and there are no injuries. Why? Because you only have 26-man rosters. And there are no minor leagues to call anybody up. So, it is what it is. Last year we didn't. Hold, give me 1 second. Woo! Yeah, I had a French fry with a hole through it. It was burnt. So anyway, that's what happened. And so last year, Oakland of 88 didn't play because we only had World Series champions. And now we have everyone. So we're about ready to go here. It is Baltimore and Oakland ready to begin out of the Park Baseball 22. But this is also the Champions League, the second Champions League. Opening day, and now we're ready to go. We are going to have right now, the national anthem. The national anthem. Here we go. So, all right, we're ready to go here. That was the national anthem. Dave Stewart will start off against Donnie Buford. Stewart, his opening game, Donnie Buford, he's the DH. And starting off for the Orioles, you have Buford, Robinson, and Redmond. Powell is fourth, Frank Robinson is fifth. Blair, the MVP last year, is sixth. Johnson is seventh, Echeverria eighth, and Bellinger is ninth. I think it was 6, 7, and 8. There you see the Baltimore Orioles very big there. So we're about ready to go. Dave Stewart started off against Donnie Buford, and we're going to be underway. Stewart will start. The pitch, it's going to be low, 1-0. Hoping against hoping this year. They can pitch, and that's going to be knocked away, foul, 1-1. They can get off to a better start. Last year, they struggled on the road, didn't really have any sort of, how should I say, continuity going on. They didn't. Pitch. Going to be swung on a miss, 2-2. There's Buford, the 2-2. That's going to be right to first. Making the step is McGuire. It'll be 1 out. Mark McGuire with the stop there. Here's Stewart against Brooks Robinson. Swinging a miss on the inside there. It's going to be 0-1. When you take a look at this, we're going to have a few things here. Oh, 2 misses early on, and Dave Stewart looking very good here, the 0-2. Good night, 1, 2, 3. And he sits down in 3 pitches. There's going to be 2 outs. Merv Redmond will start, and that's going to be a hard hit ball to right field. This one's going back. Merv Redmond in the very beginning. Merv Redmond has hit a home run. Merv Redmond has opened the scoring for the Baltimore Orioles, and it is 1-0, 420 feet for Merv Redmond. Merv Redmond on opening day has hit a home run and sort of silenced this crowd. Redmond, you remember last year, he had some moments during the postseason, mainly the first couple rounds. Merv Redmond, it has it. It is now 1-0 Baltimore. Stewart now with 2 outs, and that's going to be a strike. 0-1 with 2 outs. That's going to be, he didn't go. It'll be 1-1 to Boog Powell. Merv Redmond on pace to hit 300 home runs, you could say, this year. It'll be 1-2 to Boog. Stewart to 1-2. It's going to be outside 2-2. Dave Stewart, that's one thing. You just give up something like that in a great inning like he just had, goes to waste. Baltimore has a 1-0 lead, and Oakland will come up. "102 games. 102 games. We take a look. There are certain things. Here's the out-of-town scoreboard. We're going to have it right there. Oh, Arizona and the Yankees. I'm going to change after this game all of the different sort of abbreviations so you can tell who is who. The pitch indicator will be to your right. There's the pitches. Actually, it's on top. Pittsburgh looking good. Manny Sanguin and Hebner. Three Rivers Stadium. Here comes Luis Polonia. He's going to start off for the Oakland A's. He's going to take a strike there at his knee. Jim Palmer, last year, he started off so good. And then all of a sudden, oh, that's inside, 1-1. He had trouble. He really did have trouble after the first few games. In fact, he was doing better than Kevin Brown at times. Pitch. Swing and a miss and struck him out, Palmer. But Palmer went down. It's funny because Jim Palmer was the starter for Game 6 3 times and lost all 3 in the last 3 rounds last year in the playoffs. He was not the most clutch pitcher, and it shocked everybody. And the Game 7s were other people. That's going to be fouled off his foot. 2-1 with an out. Baltimore's single shot. That's going to be 2-2 now. Donnie Buford with the Merv Redmond with the home run. For Oakland, you have Polonia, Weiss, and Canseco. Then Henderson, McGuire, Parker, Steinbach, Phillips, and Gallego. That's going to be inside 3-2. Jim Palmer starting off with a strikeout. He's going to walk him. Oh, you take a look at those weird-looking people. That's what the 3D looks like. That's going to be ball 4 here in beautiful Oakland. Palmer, it's on the inside, ball 1. This is Jose Canseco. He's going to make sure that ball doesn't land until the postseason. It's going to be 1-1. They have to be careful here. Remember, with 2 outs, Baltimore hit that home run. Did he go? No, he didn't. It's going to be 2-1. Palmer to Canseco. It'll be 2-2. Jim Palmer last year. He has a ball and a strikeout. He struck out Canseco, and that's going to be 2 strikeouts here in the first inning. Very, very big. He has a runner at first base. That's Walt Weiss, the shortstop. Now here's Dave Henderson, his first. You know, it usually goes a week before you can get a good run on any of the stats. See the scores on the left-hand side. That's going to be a strike. We'll go into between innings. That's the thing, Dave Henderson. He's out. Palmer, and that's swing and a miss here. It'll be 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Jimmy Palmer. That's going to be fouled back. Palmer looking right here. Here it goes. It's going to be fouled back again. DHs, now pitchers can go. 21st pitch of the inning. Foul back again. These foul balls, when you stay alive, really takes on new meaning. 10th inning in that game. That's going to be fouled off again. This bat is taking forever. He pitched number 8. That's going to be to left field. And underneath and making the catch, it was a semi-line drive. And after about 22 pitches, Jim Palmer gets out of it. And the score is Baltimore 1 and Oakland nothing. Out-of-town scoreboard. We're not going to do this all the time. We just want to show you the Nick Leahy games are on the left, the Darren King are on the right. There you can see Toronto going up. Very big against LA. That is very big. Dave Winfield, I need to be able to find out which is which. Cleveland and Colorado. I'm trying to look at some of these. Baltimore, I think of 1983, is up against Florida. That's the one thing. It's hard to tell. Cincinnati, Joe Morgan, that's one of the 1970s one. Remember Philadelphia of the, oh, look at Baltimore. Baltimore on 11-10 in the bottom of the 8th inning. That's at Fulton County Stadium. There's a lot of games. The 8th and the 9th inning and a few starting. Just starting here. Dave Winfield today at 2 home runs. Kirk Gibson had 2 home runs for the Dodgers in 1988. Some early returns. The Yankees won. I really got to put them in. Bob Moose won. I think that's Pittsburgh at 72. Cincinnati's Gary Nolan won. Toronto beats the Yankees. Houston beat Baltimore. Cuellar was there. Kansas City loses to Atlanta. You can see some of the final scores here. Texas, a big win over Kansas City. That was Brett Saberhagen. And you'll see him. You'll see it on the left-hand side. So we don't want to take anything away as Frank Robinson will start the 2nd inning. Baltimore has 1 hit on the day. 1-0. Pitch, and it's going to be knocked back. Out again. 16 pitches for Dave Stewart. Again, it's going to be fouled back. These batters, contact-wise, looking very good. I have to change, yeah. That's going to be high and deep to right field. It's going to hit the ground. And now you're going to see how fast he can run. Going to second base. And this is going to be stopping for a double. And that is very, very big. Frank Robinson has a double. And the defending champions up 1-0. They have the only hits today. Here's Paul Blair. He was part of 6, 7, and 8 last year. That's going to be a strike. Remember, Davy Johnson sent everybody into the streets going nuts against the Senators. Well, that guy was incredible what he did. He sent everybody. It's going to be a ball 1-2. Baltimore 1, Oakland nothing. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Stewart with 3 strikeouts on the day. That's going to be 1 out. Here comes Davy Johnson. Remember Davy last year with the incredible home run. That's going to be a low pitch. Opening day. Very good opening day. Everybody excited here in all around the country. Seeing these teams, which ones will win? That's what we're wondering. Going to be inside 3-0, and you know he's going to take this. Remembering last year, that's going to be a strike, 3-1. Top of the 2nd inning. He fouled off to the left, 3-2 with an out. 3-2 to Davy Johnson. He walked him, so Davy goes to first base. Here in Oakland, Alameda County Coliseum, they got 2 on with 1 out. Game of the day, Baltimore 1, Oakland nothing. Here's Andy Echeverry. That's going to be a strike. It paints the corner with 1 out. Double play would end this inning. It's going to be high, ball one. 1-1 with one out. Echebarren. It's going to be a strike, 1-2. He gets on. Bellinger will come up. Echebarren, the catcher. It's going to be rolled out. It's going to be picked to first base. Stepping on first, that's going to be 2 outs. They're going to stay at first base. Robinson is on third and Johnson is on second. Here comes Bellinger. He doesn't do anything, then Don Buford will come up. That's going to be a strike for Dave Stewart. Dave Stewart, 34th pitch in the top of the second inning. It's going to be fouled off, 0-2. They're going to have one more. Inside, it's going to be no good there. 1-2. The pitch. Struck him out, and that's a big strikeout. They had 2 on the pond. And Oakland gets out of the inning there. They go to the bottom of the second inning. Baltimore's got all the score. You gotta love this. McGuire comes up. Bottom of the second inning. It's gonna be a ball. Jim Palmer being careful. It's McGuire, Parker, and Steinbach. They have a lot of power behind this. A lot of pitches thrown so far by Jimmy Palmer, and it's gonna be 2-1. Oh, they called that one high. That's gonna be fouled off. It'll be 2-2. Three and 2. They're being very careful to McGuire, making it a one-pitch at bat. 3-2 from Palmer. It's going to be knocked to third, falling down, picking up and throwing, and it's an error, and he throws it away. McGuire will go to second base. A big error now for the Baltimore Orioles, and that is not a base hit. Flyer goes to second base, and here's Dave Parker. Dave Parker in the bottom of the second. That's going to be a ball. Flyers on second base. Palmer will throw to Parker. It's going to be low and inside, 2-0. Modified extra innings if we ever get there. 2-1 to Parker. That's going to be deep to left field. And underneath it, going to the wall, and making the catch, and he's going to third base on the tag up. And the throw to third, and he won't get him, so McGuire will be at third. And there's going to be one out, so he's in sacrifice position. There's Terry Steinbach. That's going to be high for a ball. Jim Palmer taking over where he left off last year. The momentum, and it's going to be high and on the outside corner, a strike. 1-1. That's going to be hard hit and a base hit. It hits the ground fair. 1 run will score, and Oakland has tied it up at 1. And they're going to pick it up going to second. They might go to third. Let's see. This thing is 1-1. Oakland has tied up the game. The first base hit is Terry Steinbach with an RBI double. Steinbach ties it up, and here's Tony Phillips. A lot of pitches thrown today. That's going to be fouled off, 0-1. Swing and a miss here, starting out 0-2. Phillips is batting 8th. Steinbach is on second. It's going to be low 1-2. 1 out. Go ahead run is on second. The pitch, it's going to be right to the shortstop. Throw to first and an out. Staying at second is Steinbach, who has the only RBI today, and here's Gallego. Mike Gallego. going to be low, ball one. Bottom of the second inning. Swing and a miss here, it'll be 1-1. You have to change something usually every game for the first 10 games. One of them we have to be able to see who's winning. It's going to be 2-2. Go ahead run is on second. That's Steinbach. The 2-2 to Gallego. It's going to be fouled away. 45 pitches in 2 innings. For Palmer. It's going to be 3-2. He's pitching around everybody. He's not going to last 5 innings. Pitch. That's going to be to right field. It's going to drop for a base hit. He might come around and score. He's going to wave him around to throw home. And he's going to be safe. And he's safe, and it's now 2-1 Oakland. Oakland has a 2-1 lead. Oakland now has a 2-1 lead. And that was Mike Gallego with the RBI, and here's Luis Polonia. That first pitch, short to first. Oh, and he dropped it. That's the second error of the inning. Baltimore has another error. All Weiss, they can't get out of this inning. A lot of pitches. They're averaging 25 pitches. 2 errors in this inning. That's going to be a strike. 1-1. Incredible game so far. The throwback to first. He's safe. 1-1. That's going to be hard hit. Shortstop picked up. Are they going to throw this as an error? No, they're not. They're going to get the out. The Oakland A's off 2 errors. 2 hits. They have a 2-1 lead. Dave Stewart. Pitch to Donnie Buford here in the top of the third. That's going to be a strike. 36 pitches in the first couple innings. It's going to be outside. Oh, I mean, Buford, Robinson, and Redmond. Redmond with the only RBI for Baltimore, a home run. That's very big. That's going to be shot back. It'll be 2-2. Donnie Buford. That's going to be outside a full count. Dave Stewart has 4 strikeouts today. Make this his second walk. That's going to be a walk for Donnie Buford. So he gets on with nobody out. Now we're going to see. This is Terry Steinbach. No, this is, sorry about this, Brooks Robinson. 0 for 1 today, and that one is fouled back. Brooks 0 for 1. And on first, that's going to be low. That's going to be 0-1. So Stewart inside, tried to jam him. It's going to be 1-2. Dave Stewart looking good. Pitch, it's going to be looped to left field, and it'll be hooking foul. Still 1-2. 47th pitch for Stewart. That's going to be to center field. It might drop, and it will drop. A base hit. They throw to second. They won't get him. And he'll stay at second base. So that's Buford at second. Brooks Robinson with a base hit with nobody out. Here comes Merv Redmond. Merv Redmond with nobody out. That's going to be fouled back. 2-1. Oakland leads here, top of the third inning. Oakland Alameda Coliseum. Redmond had a home run earlier. 2 on. He's going to foul that away. 1-2. High pop fly, and he really got underneath that one, but it went straight up into the air. Making the catch. They're not going to throw. Not going to get it at third. Nobody gets anything. 1 out. Infield fly is still in effect. Here's Boog Powell. It's going to be a slider, strike 1, a little bit to the outside. Powell, that's going to be high, and it is hooking foul. And it will be foul. So he's got 2 strikes on him anyway. Buford got on first. Robinson got on second. Now reverse that, and that's who's on base. Buford is on second. Robinson is on first. Powell. It's going to be 1 and 2. 1 out, top of the third. Stewart. It's going to be high, 2 and 2. Defending world champions. That usually lasts until All-Star break. Everybody's gunning, and that's going to be foul. Beautiful day for this opening day. High to center field. He's going to make the catch at center field. That's Ricky Henderson. 2 outs. 1988 A's have always been said that they were one of the better A's teams in history. They just choked during the series. Stewart. The inside ball 2. Opening day. They have high expectations too. Open this up to people, everybody who've been in a World Series, even the losers. A lot of people said, hey, you know, we only lost, and that's going to be a walk, and the bases are now juiced. Now you have Paul Blair. Paul Blair with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the top of the third. That's going to be a strike. He looks at that. The bases loaded, very big in this game. Outside ball 1, 1 and 1. Paul Blair 0 for 1 today. That's going to be a strike, 1 and 2. He's very patient, too patient. The pitch. It's going to be 2-2. Of the third inning. High pop fly, might have jammed him. He tried to pull it, and he dropped it. I think he dropped it, and something happened, and he dropped it, and that's going to be a 3-2 Baltimore lead. It dropped in there, and it is 3-2. 3-2 now. Oh my goodness. It dropped in there. It looked like he might have, something happened. Davey Johnson walked the last time he was up, so Boston has a lead. A confusing sort of incident that happened, and Baltimore now has a 3-2 lead. Johnson is going to be 3-0. Got one place to put everybody. That's going to be a strike. Dave Stewart, his 73rd pitch in the top of the third. That's going to be fouled over. I want to talk about numbers of pitches. This is unbelievable. Struck him out. That's going to be it. Baltimore has a 3-2 lead. That's incredible. That is incredible. And here comes the Bash brothers. Canseco, Henderson, and McGuire. This Canseco. It's going to be a ball 1-0. Chicago 5, St. Louis 2 in the other game. That's going to be inside 2-0. He's thrown 120 pitches so far. Canseco, a deep fly ball to center and making the catch. That's an easy one. That's going to be 1 out. It's Dave Henderson. How in the world, when you take a look at this, sometimes you shudder. You think of the possibilities that Oakland has, and you shudder and you think, is this going to be Oakland for the rest of the year? That's going to be fouled back 2-2. Palmer with 58 pitches. Foul back is Dave Henderson, 0 for 1 today. Pitch. Struck him out, and Jim Palmer is starting to get some momentum here. It's the very first game of the year, his first appearance Here's McGuire. McGuire, then Dave Parker. Parker's on the 79 Pirates also. Parker also on all these Oakland A's. With some players with multiple chances to win Champions League. That's high and fly ball to right, and that'll be foul. 1-2. That's going to be high, 2-2. Jim Palmer has 3 strikeouts and a walk today. That's going to be ball 3. He just doesn't have the pitches. He can't be just throwing around the zone. The 3-2 to right field. It's going to hit the wall, and that's going to be another McGuire hit. He had one in the last inning. He's going to throw to second. He has 2 doubles on the day. Mark McGuire has 2 doubles. He is really having a hot bat now. Actually, he gets on. He had an error the last time. That's how he got on to second. Here's Dave Parker. It's going to be low ball 1. 3-2 in the bottom of the 3rd. That's going to be a strike there, 1-1. Palmer. It's going to be high ball 2. 3-2. Baltimore leads Oakland opening day. Ball 3, it'll be 3-1. They're going to play this game. They put Parker on first. Foul back. Here comes McGuire running. I don't think he'll run because if it's a walk, they can throw him out at third. All the bulbs are lit. They go third. First, and they actually make it this time. Not an error. Go to the bottom, we go to the top. The 4th inning, the score, Baltimore 3, Oakland 2. A lot of pitches today, a lot. Wondering, this is like a 400 pitch game. It's the opening day. It's going to be a strike here. That's going to be a ball 1-1. High and deep to left field, and this one is caught. It is caught. Luis Polonia making the catch. He robs Etchebarren. That was big. There's going to be 1 out. Mark Bellinger. That is incredible. It's going to be fouled off. Oh, he robbed him. It was close. Fouled off again. You can tell it's opening day. It is a lot of hesitancy and a lot of ugly play. It's going to be a ball 1-2. 1-2. Third. The first. Yep. That is Phillips to McGuire. 2 outs here, top of the 4th. 1988 Oakland A's. Are trying to win their opening day game against Baltimore. But here in the top of the 4th, Stewart will be outside, low and outside. Donnie Buford. That's got to be fouled off into the dugout. 2-2. Pitch to Buford. Inside, it's going to be 3-2. Full count to Donnie Buford. He walked him. Walked Donnie Buford. He'll go to first with 2 outs. Thought we'd actually have an inning. I mean, Stewart could get up to 100 pitches here. It's going to be a strike. That's incredible. He has 5 strikeouts and 4 walks today. That could be a double play. They're just going to get 1 at second base. That's all they need. How can you get a double play? You can get 4 outs in an inning. They're not going to do it here. 3-2, bottom of the 4th. Champions League. The bottom of the fourth inning here, Baltimore and Oakland. Steinbach will be out. Steinbach, Phillips, and Gallego. 7, 8, and 9. Start off here, that's going to be a ball, 2-0. Steinbach, the catcher. Jim Palmer. It's going to be low, 3-0. Palmer is 76 pitches. Almost a race to 100. They're going to walk Steinbach on 4 pitches. You got to wonder about that. Here comes Tony Phillips. Phillips 0 for 1 today. It's going to be a curveball, 1-0. Nobody out. Inside, that's going to be 2-0. 6 straight for Palmer. That's going to finally be a strike. Jim Palmer, he just came back after winning a championship. 3-1. Wow, what a lot of pitches for this game. That's going to be knocked. It could be a double play, but they're probably going to, oh, they're going to get one. They throw to first. They're going to get both of them, and they get both of them. 4-6-3. Johnson to Bellinger to Powell. Oh, that knocked that down, and Mike Gallego come up. Oh, Jim Palmer got that going for him. That's going to be a strike. I don't think that's a huge turn of events. Oakland, we're in Oakland a few times. Here they go, the pitch. High to right field. That's going to be foul. Well, it is 3-2, the 1-2 from Palmer. Struck him out, and that's going to be it. Palmer gets out of that one. Baltimore 3, Oakland 2. Dave Stewart to Merv Retman, top of the 5th inning. Who's going to get to 100 pitches? That's going to be a strike. 90 here. You know that they're going to get to 100. That's going to be low ball 1. There are going to be no complete games here. Even if this were like the 1930s. Pitched. I don't think Nolan Ryan one time threw over 200 pitches in a game. That's going to be ripped to left field and a base hit for Merv Retman. He has had one heck of a day here. He'll stay at first, a single. What a day for Retman. He's 2 of 3. Here's Boog Powell. Throw back to first. That's going to be ball 1 from Stewart. Pitch. High to left field. Should be easy. And making the catch. That's going to be 1 out. He'll stay at first. Here comes Frank Robinson. It's going to be low ball 1. 3-2, Baltimore leads Oakland. That's going to be fouled back, 1-1. Baltimore 3, Oakland 2. High into left field. This one was hit hard. And this one is over. And it is over. That's Robinson. His first home run. Him and Redmond. Frank Robinson has nailed it 393 feet. It has quieted everyone. It's 5-2. Two-run home run. Rich Bordy will come in. That's it for Dave Stewart. Dave Stewart is done, and Rich Bordy coming in. Obviously his first appearance of the year. Blair Johnson, the next two up. That's going to be a strike, 1-1. A lot of pitches today. That's going to be grounder. Short to first, and they got him. 2 outs. Davey. It's going to be a slider for a strike. That's going to be low ball 1-1. Baltimore 5, Oakland 2. Inside. It'll be 2-1. Pitch. It's going to be 3-1. Davey Johnson hasn't had a hit today, 1 at bat. That's going to be ball 4. They walk Johnson again. This has not been good. Inside, they jammed him high to center field on the first pitch. Underneath and making the catch, and that's the end of the inning. A 2-run home run has extended it to 5-2. Here comes Luis Polonia. Polonia, the leadoff batter here. That's going to be foul. Jim Palmer, 87 pitches. The question is, how long can he go? Swing and a miss there, 0-2. Jim Palmer would love to go for a little bit more. It'll be 1-2. 89th pitch for Palmer. High to right field. That one will drop, a base hit. The Oakland A's have a single there, Luis Polonia. Nobody out, and they got to be careful. Really do, as Weiss, part of this order is coming up. That's going to be a strike. They need to get Weiss, Polonia, and Walt Weiss here. If they don't, it's going to be trouble if they walk Walt Weiss. Get to Canseco. They're going to have to throw some inside. A swing and a miss there. 1-2 from Palmer. They throw to first. Nothing happening. The pitch. Swung and a miss, and he struck him out. Struck out Walt Weiss. That's going to be 1 out. Here comes Jose Canseco now. You know, they're going to be throwing around him. A lot of fastballs around him to get to Dave Henderson. Oh, a pitch out. He almost went for that one. Palmer. Swing and a miss there. He tried the fastball at 91 miles an hour. Palmer. Outside, it's going to be ball 2. 2-1, it's going to be 3-1. 3-1, 5-2, Baltimore leads. Foul back, Canseco. He hasn't had a hit all day. 252 hitter, 69 home runs to this point in his career. Struck him out, and they're going to throw to second, and he got him. He got him. So they strike him out, throw him out, double play. And at the end of 5 innings of play, it's Baltimore 5, Oakland 2. Baltimore 5, Oakland 2. There's Bellinger now. He's ready to go. The first pitch, it's going to be a ball outside. He didn't go. Rich Porty coming in. That first inning, he came in for Dave Stewart. Through 9 pitches, he's thrown 2 here, both balls. They're in the 6th. It's going to be inside 3-0 quickly to Bellinger. And if he gets Bellinger on, they got Buford, Robinson, and they got a heart of the order. That's going to be a strike. You know, Baltimore's defense, they got to worry about this. They're defending champions, but they have to worry. That could be a liability. That's ball 4. They can't always outslug them. New coming in that they didn't have the biggest. Here's Donnie Buford. He's the DH. He's hasn't had a hit yet. It's going to be 1-0. Rich Porty. Throw it back. Here's Rich Porty to Buford. It's going to be high 2-0. Donnie Buford a chance to get on. It's going to be inside ball 3, and if they get 2 on, Brooks Robinson, look out. That's ball 4, and they're going to get 2 on. Here in the Oakland Alameda Coliseum. 4-ball walk here in the top of the 6th. Brooks Robinson wants to put a big dent into this one. He hits it first base. They throw to second, they get 1, and that's all they're going to get. There's going to be 1 out. Bellinger's in sacrifice position. Bellinger in sacrifice position, but they also have a double play they can do. To left field, it might be a sacrifice. No, it's going to drop a base hit at 6-2. It is 6-2 Baltimore. They go ahead by 1 more. Well, the defending champions looking so good here. Luke Powell will come in. That's going to be a high ball 1. I think Porty, this might be the last one for him. Pitch, it's going to be there, strike 1. Really, in these games, this is a good first game because it's on the road. But instead of only having 24, 25 games on the road, as Powell will have it, he's 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be fouled back 1 and 2. Instead of just having 24, 25 games on the road, you now have 51 and a strikeout. You have 51 games on the road. 1 win on the road is huge, especially against a good team like the Oakland A's. And here's Frank Robinson, perfect today. It's going to be 1-0. He's 2 for 2 with a home run, 2 RBIs. The pitch, that's going to be ball 2. 2 on, 2 out. Paul Blair looking, he has 2 RBIs. It's going to be ball 3. If they get on, they might challenge Blair to get up. And they do. Bases loaded again. Oakland A's, there's not many waste games. I understand 102 is close. You play it more like 162. But, you know, you don't want to get this out of hand. You do want to, against really good teams. It's going to be ball 2. You need to win these games. That's going to be a 2-1 as he takes a strike. Paul Blair 1 for 3 today. 2 RBIs. It's going to be 3-1. Another ball. It's 7-2. It's 7-2. And Rich Bordy is done, and I don't know why they're keeping him in there. Rich Bordy has walked 5 in this game, and it is 7-2. He's still in there, Davy Johnson. Now remember, you have DHs. That's going to be a ball. All to Davy, the World Series hero. That's going to be fouled back. Remember that that's going to be high pop fly center field, and this is going to score a whole lot of them. Davy Johnson's going to have a 3-run double. They throw it home. It's not even going to be close. He's going to stay at second, and a bases clearing double, and Baltimore is blowing out Oakland. Baltimore is blowing out Oakland here in the 6th. Rick Honeycutt will come up. That's going to be a swing and a miss here for Echeverren. Davy Johnson, 3 RBIs. You know, it's good that Oakland is scoring early and looking good. Pitch, and it's going to be fouled back. Honeycutt will come in, and if you're Oakland, you had high hopes, though. Again, it's only one game. These blowouts in the next game, it's like 1-0. He held up, it'll be 2-2, Honeycutt. Struck him out. That's going to be the end of the top of the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Baltimore leading so much. My goodness. Watch as some of these scores are going to go by. On the left-hand side, I'm going to take about a 1-minute break here, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to get a glass of water and some French fries. Thing is pretty much over unless they come back. Palmer, they're saving their bullpen. He has 101 pitches. What Baltimore is doing, that's going to be a high pop fly. And underneath, then it'll be caught. 1 out, that's Davy Johnson. Now McGuire, this is where a lot of times you'll see, you'll see Jim Palmer go longer than he can. Very good at his stamina. And then what happens is he goes longer, and then he gets up home runs. So Mark McGuire is powerful. He won't have everything on a pitch. It's 2-2 to McGuire. He'll challenge him, and it's going to be a high pop fly. Johnson again, he calls for it. That's going to be 2 outs. This is something that Palmer can do. He helps his staff. He'll go all the way. And he'll be really good going all the way. He'll go 7-8 innings. And he will recover fully for the next game. He's throwing a 4-hitter here. He's looking a lot better than he did in the other playoff games. The pitch. That's going to be fouled back 2-2. This is Dave Parker. For Oakland, I really think that's going to be a strikeout, and that's going to be the end of the 6th inning. Well, Baltimore 5 in the top of the inning, and they're looking good. Here's Bellinger, Buford, and Robinson. Rick Honeycutt will keep in as the pitcher. It's going to be a slider 0-1. Well, for the future for Baltimore, remember they're still defending champions. And even though usually by All-Star break they lose that moniker and people start sizing up the season, it becomes relevant when they get to the playoffs, because that means they know how to survive. And their weakness is on the road, and what they did today is just really show everybody that on the road they're pretty good. That's Honeycutt. He throws that screwball. That'll be 1 out. Here comes Donnie Buford. This will be Weiss. He'll throw to McGuire, 2 outs. Brooks Robinson. So Donnie Buford still with no hits. And here comes Robinson again, Brooks. It's going to be a ball out to the side. Top of the 7th inning. Going to be ball 2. Oakland and Baltimore. Good football rivals, the 3-0. He's just going to waste that pitch. No, I go a green light up 10-2. They have 10 runs on 8 hits. Baltimore does. A lot of walks today for Oakland. Every bulb on that scoreboard is lit. Honeycutt. And he walked them. That's the tough thing. They got to get better starting pitching. It's like there's Merv Retman, 3 for 4, a home run and 2 RBIs. You know, you get pitching at the beginning of the season and at the end of the season. The best offensive totals are right in the middle. And, you know, it has to do with weather and everything else. What you see here is you can't rely just on offense, or else you're going to have a good middle part of the year and not win at all. You set yourself up for something good. Honeycutt to Retman. That's going to be a nubber. And that's going to be a base hit. It's going to hit the ground. Let's see if they're going to, no, they're going to hold him at second. Robinson, they're going to hold him. Smart move. You don't want to rub it in. That's not the way to do it. Here's Boog Powell. It's 0 for today. It's going to be a ball. Well, you got to ask yourself, I know it's the first game, but the pitching for Oakland seems a little suspect. 2-0. That's going to be fouled back, 2-1. 2 outs and 2 on. Honeycutt. Inside, ball 3. Top of the 7th inning. The pitch. It's going to be a strike 2. So everybody's going to be moving on this pitch. Here it comes. There it's fouled off. So Boog wants to get his first hit. He's 0 for 4 today. Right to first, McGuire, and he's going to step on first. We have this thing, 10-2. Bottom of the 7th. going to be ball one. Steinbach, Phillips, and Gallego. A game that, oh, they're calling catcher's interference on that one. That's odd. They're going to call that. Dave Leonard will come in. He's kind of the sidearmer. That's a fastball and a strike. The good thing about the DH is it saves your pitching staff, because then instead of getting somebody out there for the DH or whatever, like you have to put people in, here's Tony Phillips, the 1-2. That's going to be low. You can keep a pitcher in. There's no pitcher slot that comes up. That's going to be away from him. Steinbach will go to second base easily. Leonard. That's going to be fouled to the right side. Bottom of the seventh. Leonard to Phillips. And that's going to be knobbed to left field. That'll hit the ground. And that'll be a base hit. So going to third is Steinbach. It'll be first and third. Here comes Mike Gallego. He's 1 for 2 today. It's going to be a strike. It's going to be a strike there, and that's going to be outside, 1-1. Who knows? A couple from Oakland, and knows about this. It's going to be 2-1. You might have the bases loaded with nobody out. Leonard to Gallego. That's going to be fouled away, 2-2. 10-2. Bottom of the seventh inning. That's going to be a little looper. And it's going to be caught. Bellinger makes the catch. 1 out. Run the ball in, and here's Luis Polonia. 1 out with 2 on. Try and pick Phillips off, and they can't. Got to get something going here. That's going to be fouled off, 0-1. Baltimore 10, Oakland 2 to left field. Underneath, this might be a tag situation. They're going to throw home, and will they get him? They will not. He's going to be safe, and it's 10-3. Oakland gets a run. Steinbach comes home, and here comes Dave Leonard, and he's going to go to Walt Weiss. Weiss is 0 for 2 today. It's going to be low again, 1-1 with 2 outs. 2-1. Pitch by Leonard. He checks, swung. Going to second is going to be Phillips. 10-3 now. Baltimore, the defending champions. In game number 1, top 16 teams. That's going to be hit to right field, but a quick line drive, and it is easily caught by Frank Robinson. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. They had a man on second base. It's 10-3. Frank Robinson. Frank in right field in the top of the 8th inning. Rick Honeycutt is in here just to... He jammed him high, pop fly, center field. And that's going to be 1 out. That's Ricky Henderson. And actually, that's Dave Henderson. Dave Henderson at center field making the catch. Ball 1. As Honeycutt will go to Blair, who's 1 for 3. Pitch, and it's going to be a strike. 1-1 with 1 out. 1-1 with 1 out. That's a miss with the screwball. Honeycutt, 2-1. That's going to be fouled away, 2-2. Top of the eighth. This thing is 10-3. Neither pitcher have any oomph to get it by. Paul Blair, 1-3 with 3 RBI. He had the bases clearing double, and Blair gets a base hit. Paul Blair, and he's 2 of 4 with 3 RBI. So he gets on first. Well, Gene Nelson will come in to pitch. Here's Davey Johnson. It's going to be a ball there. So Davey Johnson, top of the eighth inning. High pop fly. Blair is at first. I don't think he's going to advance to second there. That'll be 2 outs. Here's Andy Etchebarren. He's 0 for 4 today. Little number to right field, and he's going to be 1 for 5. And going past second, 1 for 5, Etchebarren. There are 2 on for Bellinger, who's 0 for 3. Not a great day for Bellinger, 0 for 3 and a couple errors. That's going to be a strike. The 0-1. It's going to be 1-1. 1-1 for Bellinger. It's going to be 2-1. 2-1. It's going to be low, 3-1. They might get on. If Bellinger gets on, Buford will come up. And Bellinger gets on, and Buford comes up, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs in the top of the eighth, and Oakland wanting this game to end. Oakland wants this to end. 2 outs. Here's Donnie Buford, 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be fouled off, 0-1. Nelson to Buford, and that's going to be a ball, 1-1. And he soared to first base, and that's going to be a run. Second to first, an easy throw, and that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the eighth inning. It's Baltimore 10 and Oakland 3. Canseco likes to go yard here in these kind of situations. That's going to be fouled off. Dave Leonard is in pitching. Lesser pitcher right now, and that's what I told you. And that's going to be his first of the year, and that's a home run. 10-4. It's a lesser pitcher, and Canseco will get his home runs there. Say the heck with it, we don't need base runners, as I just called that one. Here's Dave Henderson. Going to be inside 1-0. It's 10-4. We got to be a little bit careful here. Henderson to left field, and it's going to be foul, 1-1. You got to be careful. It's now down to 6. It was 8. They get the bases loaded, you're going to be looking at a little bit of concern. Leonard, 1 inning pitched. That's going to be deep for Henderson, and it's going to hit the wall. And here comes Dave Henderson. He'll go to second base. They'll throw it in. Dave Henderson will have a double. Dave Henderson, and now here comes with nobody out, Mark McGuire, and if he gets a home run, then it's going to be a 1 swing of the bat. It's going to be a ball for Leonard. You got to be careful. Palmer went out, and Dave Leonard is not doing the greatest. That's going to be a little looper to center field, a base hit, and this thing is going to be 10-5. Henderson, no, it's not. McGuire and Henderson will be on first and third. There's respectively. Bottom of the 8th inning. No outs, and here's Dave Parker. That's going to be low and outside, 1-0. They've got to be careful. Don't want to get this game all of a sudden. That's going to be a double play. It could kill the inning. The second, the throw to first, and it kills the inning. And that's huge. Could have got one in, and they didn't. Top of the 9th, 10-5. You gotta love this right now. I am having a lot of French fries, whatever. Post-game show, what are we having? The post-game show, we go over the scores and any highlights. Don't worry, I'll rename the teams so you can tell which Philadelphia and which Dodger team are playing. It's going to be the bottom of the 8th inning, 2 outs. No, they got the RBI. I thought it was 3 outs. Sorry about that. It happens. You lose control of outs, so it'll be 1-1 with 2 outs. Terry Steinbaum. And that's going to be to left field. This one should easily be a catch. And making the catch. And that's it. And 5, we go to the 9th. Gene Nelson against Brooks Robinson. You know what Oakland wants? Oakland wants 1, 2, 3. They don't want to have to waste relievers in a 10-5 game. They say challenge everybody. Robinson is 1 for 4 today. He's going to nub it to right field. He was jammed, and Brooks Robinson has a home run. Brooks Robinson has just hit a home run 439 feet. And Baltimore has an insurance, although they were up 10-5. It's now 11-5. And this one, it was over. This one, they just changed the channel. Brooks Robinson. Elmer Bretman. That's going to be a strike. So Baltimore comes into Oakland. They get they're getting a much needed win. They're starting the season, but you want to start off good on the road against a good team. It's not like you're playing the 87 Twins. Remember, only 16 of 52 go. And they were 5th last year out of 50. They're expecting to go, but it's not easy. You got to win a lot of close games, and when you get a game like this, you're happy. Boog Powell, that'll be fouled back. You know Boog is going to hit really well. He's not hitting well today. He's 0 for 5. But when you win 11-5 and Boog doesn't do anything, you're loving it because you know he's going to hit for you in later games. It'll be 3-1. Ball 4, and Boog Powell will go to first. Boog, not a great year, and here's Frank. Not a great day. But it's only the beginning. 1-0. And that's going to be fouled back, 1-1. Baltimore 11, Oakland 5, and that's going to be to Weiss. They'll throw to second. They're only going to get 1. That's going to be 2 outs. Paul Blair, 2 for 3, 3 RBI. You know, just take that first one. Blair, and that's going to be a wild pitch. We've seen a lot of that today. We have been seeing that. That is not great. And here's Blair. It's going to be fouled off. 1-2 with 2 outs. Fouled off again. Gene Nelson, they just want Nelson to end them. That's going to be high to right field. And underneath, he should get this. And he does. What a play by what a game by Baltimore. They got 3 outs to the 1-0. Opening day, you got Phillips, Gallego, and Polonia. Opening day here in Oakland. Baltimore is going to have their ceremony tomorrow. For their opening game, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Dave Leonard. They've only had 2 pitchers, and that's really good for a staff. You want to stick with Leonard, it's going to be 3-1. Oral Weaver's a stickler. You wonder why managers are nervous right now. It's not the fact that he's going to have to get Leonard out of it's not, and he does. He gets Dick Hall in. Oral Weaver kind of angry at that. Here's Hall, and that's going to be a double play. Should be 4-6-3. 2 outs. Dick Hall 1 pitch and he gets 2 outs. How about that? How about that? You get 3 outs with 2 pitches. You can get 3 outs with 1 pitch. He gets 2 outs with 1 pitch. 3-0. Here's Hall. He came in last year. He was all right. He had some good stops. A swing and a miss there, and this is for the ball game now. It's 11-5. A little dribbler. Hall will pick it up, and he'll throw to first. He's safe. So Ace Polonia will get to first. He's hitting 500. White soap for 3 today. All to Weiss. That's going to be a strike 0-1. Nobody wants to be the last out. 1-1 here. All to Weiss again. That's going to be right to shortstop. I believe that's Redmond. He throws to second, and that's it. The Orioles have beaten Oakland 11-5. The final score. This was a little bit close in the beginning, and then by the 5th inning, the 6th inning, they broke it wide open. It just was not Oakland's day. It was a little bit early, but then, as you can see, it just was crazy. Taking a look at the line scores, the MVP, I would say, is Merv Redmond. I would say he is. What is the MVP? Player of the game is Merv Redmond. He's 4 of 6, 2 RBI in this one. And the opening day, that was pretty good for Oakland. Dave Stewart, 98 pitches. Jim Palmer at 115. He only has a 1.50 ERA. 7 strikeouts and 2 walks for Palmer. For Stewart, he had a tough day, walked 4. And Bordy walked 5 and only walked 5 in an inning and a third. He had more walks than outs, and that hurts. So Bordy having a tough time. Honeycutt and Nelson came in. They did very average to mediocre work. And all right, so we're going to leave this game. We're going to take you to the next game. We're going to take you to the end of everything, and we're going to show you right now. Here we go. Scores today. The Nick Leahy games, the Yankees won 8-4. Cleveland Indians, they won 14-2 over the 81 Yankees. The Giants blew out the Twins. The Yankees on opening day, they came back. They came back here. Let's take a look at the highlight reel. The 98 Yankees. Let's take a look at the 9th inning here. Until the 9th inning. And here it is, the bottom of the 9th inning. And you can take a look, a little blooper, and that's a base hit. That got him on. And then Jorge Posada, who jacked it up. That would make it 1 out. This is the bottom of the 9th. 1 out here. So the 2-0 here, and that was good night. This thing was over, and the New York Yankees come out and they celebrate a 5-4 win. That was very big. Other scores. The 71 Pirates blew out the Dodgers. The Red Sox beat the Giants. Boston beat the Yankees there. The Braves, a huge win over the 0-4 Cardinals. New York beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-3. Byung-Hyun Kim. And that was bad as they lost there. Greg Maddux wins for the Braves as they hold on 8-7. The Yankees beat the Oakland A's. The Blue Jays 11-1 over the Dodgers. The Phillies beat the 76 Reds 3-2 in 10 innings. What an upset there. Washington beat the Giants. And the Yankees beat the Cardinals. The Indians beat the Rockies there. The Orioles beat the Marlins in a close game. The Pirates blew out the San Diego Padres. The Blue Jays beat the New York Yankees. The Mets beat the Phillies. They held on. Chicago, they get a win. Remember, they were the last team to get a win last year, and they beat the 13 Cardinals. They were hot at the end of last year. Kansas City Royals beat the 06 Tigers, who played in the World Series. The Reds beat the Brewers 4-3 at Milwaukee County Stadium. The Giants beat the Cardinals. The A's beat the Phillies. The Royals beat the Marlins. Darren King games. The Padres win. Look at that. The Reds win early on. Oh, the Minnesota Twins. They lost 6-3. Look at the 85 Royals losing 18-2. Oh, my goodness. That was big. Oh, look at the 79 Pirates. The dysfunctional family starts out 0-1. The Mets win 6-4. The Atlanta Braves, they win 3-0. The 1980 Royals having trouble. The Mets beat the Dodgers. The Yankees beat the Red Sox. Atlanta beats Detroit. Cincinnati beats the Red Sox. Houston beat Baltimore of 69. The Red Sox of 07 win. The Baltimore Orioles of 71 beat the Braves 11-10. They scored 4 in the top of the 8th. They're a good baseball team. They might, there are a lot of good teams here. The Indians come back. They win 5-4 in the bottom of the 9th. The Astros beat the Mets. The Mets beat the other Astros. They go back and forth. New York beats Tampa Bay. The Cubs beat St. Louis. The Dodgers beat the Phillies. Baltimore beats Oakland. We want to hit save game here so we don't, things don't happen. Here we go. And we take a look here. Anaheim beats Oakland. San Francisco beats the Dodgers. And Oakland beats Texas. All right, the next game tomorrow. When you look at tomorrow, lots of pictures. You see Stoudemire against Earnshaw, Philadelphia of 1929. Lots of good games here. And we're just going to, you don't know really for a week, so you try and spread it around. Kansas City against the Reds. The Diamondbacks, Kurt Schilling. And all that. So find out tomorrow. Watch us tomorrow. Come in tomorrow. We're going to find a good teams to play. It should be fun. We will see you. Here's just really quickly the standings. This is the only ones that matter. The teams on the left and the teams on the right. Top 16 go. The Giants, oh, look at this, the 1-0s. What are you going to do? Seriously, how do you, it's the first day, and you still got all these other days to go. All right, we will see you later. Check out my website, and we will see you. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.